"Mom, it's perfect. I love it." Cynthia braced herself as her daughter launched off the floor and into her arms. The cell phone box Darcy clutched narrowly missed a collision with the side of Cynthia's head, but she didn't mind. She laughed and returned the embrace with just as much enthusiasm as it was given. "You're welcome. But remember the stipulations we discussed. No—" Darcy jolted upright and lifted her palm as if making a pledge. "No texting during class, no calls or texts after bedtime, and only approved by Mom and Dad contacts. Did I get 'em right?" "One more," Glenn interjected, pulling Darcy's attention from her mother to her father. "No exceeding the allowed minutes, or the penalties will come from my allowance." "Oh!" Darcy whisked a grin from Cynthia to Glenn. Her eyes, as beautifully blue as her daddy's, sparkled with mischief. "Daddy just said my penalties will come out of his allowance. I like that idea." Glenn bopped the top of Darcy's head, his hand descending lightly on her tousled brown tresses. "Nice try, buckaroo, but no dice." Darcy affected a pretend pout that lasted all of 3 seconds before she sank back into her spot beside the Christmas tree and broke into laughter. Both Glenn and Cynthia joined in, but their son, Barrett, sat still and unsmiling. Glenn poked him on the shoulder. "What's with you?" "Just waiting for you to stop horsing around so I can open my last present. It's my turn, you know." Every Christmas since the kids were old enough to understand the concept of taking turns, they'd opened their packages one at a time in birth order. First Glenn, then Cynthia, then Darcy, and finally Barrett. Glenn held out his hand in invitation. "Go ahead." Barrett bent over the package, giving them a view of his wavy, sandy blonde hair. He resembled a miniature of his father, and Cynthia's heart swelled with affection as she watched her son meticulously pick at the strips of tape holding the red and green plaid paper in place, his face a study of concentration.